Okay, this is the last one, and I mean, I could easily spend hours and hours on this stuff. I hope I've given some hints because people really need to think about stuff for themselves. Showed you a couple of books. Um, the emotional body. What Tom advises, interestingly enough, for our psychology is physical exercises. He's got this guy, Jaimin McMillan, and I haven't done them myself. I've done them a little bit, and I can pretty much say I understand it. It's probably one of the mistakes I make in terms of my own psychology is I don't do enough of physical exercises. But these are not like workout exercises that are for losing weight. Okay. And then there's healing for healing the mental body. He just prescribes meditation. You know, and one can do meditation. One can do other kinds of thinking things to heal the mental body. But that's the point of his book. And there's a lot of good advice in here, and you'll get a lot of stuff out of it. All right. And of course, you have two different problems. You got your own health and illness, and learn from it every time you get sick. Considering a teaching, there's a book by a guy, an anthroposophist. I think it's an anthroposophical physician. It's called Blessed by Illness. There's a lot of good literature by anthroposophists and doctors on illness and stuff. Now, I'm going to show you a couple more books here that one can have. Now, these are if you really want to get smart. One's Spiritual Science and Medicine. It's Rudolf Steiner's lectures to doctors. It's not the only thing he said to doctors. He wrote some books and gave some other lectures. Another one's called Anthroposophical Medicine by a doctor about his art. It's called An Extension of the Art of Healing. He's not getting rid of the physical medicine, the materialistic medicine. He's adding to it. You bring knowledge of the subtle bodies and certain other things to bear, and you add to it. Okay? Now, if you want to build up your library and you want to get wise and you want to find some really interesting things to read, read those books. But they're for later if you're young, you know. The things you need most are the first two. Sally Fallon's book on nutrition and Tom Cowan's book on healing, Fourfold Path to Healing. The other stuff is sort of for general knowledge, and if you read these two books, you probably want to get a Taber's Medical Dictionary because they use actual medical terminology there. Taber's Medical Dictionary you can probably get from a used bookstore. You know, you don't need the current one. But you just need something that's going to let you take some of those medical terms and look them up pretty easily. Although maybe if you've got access to the internet, all you just need to do is type in the word on the internet and there you go. Okay? Now, a friend of mine, a doctor, anthroposophical doctor I lived with, had a kind of question about Sally Fallon and Tom Cowan's recommendation of her. Now, this is not like a criticism so much as an observation. And I'm going to bring the observation forward because I think it's an important observation that was made. Now, my friend's observation was that Sally Fallon's book, Nourishing Traditions, is about the past. And the thing is that the human being evolves. And particularly, we evolve in terms of our understanding of things. That is, it's going to be a progressive understanding when we're able to understand both spirit and matter. And Sally Fallon's stuff about nutrition isn't the most modern knowledge about nutrition. But it's eminently practical in a given situation that we have, that with people facing the kinds of questions, it doesn't hurt to know how to do these kinds of things and just to return a certain amount of nutrition. All right? Now this is the book that my friend recommends. And of course, you can get this from the Biodynamic Association in America. It's called The Dynamics of Nutrition by Gerhard Schmidt. And you could say that it's more up to date. It's more modern than Sally Fallon's book. but it's not as practical because it's not filled with a lot of recipes and stuff. It's basically about the ideas. It's about the thinking that you do when you think about food and nutrition. It's kind of a science book about nutrition. That's why I put it with these other books. That's why these go together, so to speak. You're going to get knowledge, and you're going to study things, and you can probably adapt Sally Fallon's material through the ideas of this if you want to get into it. But again, we're doing On Becoming a Wizard, On Becoming Wise, and you can't bite it off all at once. But health is an important aspect of becoming wise. And I hope with these videos to have opened up your heads a little bit to some questions that you might have about the germ theory of disease, and also the reasons that we want to have childhood illnesses and the etheric body, and also giving you a couple good books to start you off with, so that as you go through life, or the next stage of your life, depending on what age you are, when you watch this stuff and you want to be wise, you want to be a real wizard, it's nice to have a cute little library, and that's one of the things I'm giving you, is access to the best stuff. Now, did I get it because I'm smart? No, I got it because I'm a fool. And fools get blessed with things sometimes, and I just got blessed wandering into all these good books. And hey, I got my problems. I'm way overweight, so don't think I'm perfect. But I like food, and I like junk food. I love ice cream. Oh boy, I just love to sit and eat ice cream. It's so much fun. Everybody knows that. My friend who recommended this book, a doctor friend, she calls it an ice crime. That's true. It is a crime against your nutrition. You don't really need all those fats. Although when you read Dr. Cowan's book, instead of a pyramid, a food pyramid like the regular people give you, he has a fat pyramid. Because if we really understand fats, understand them and take them in moderation, that's where most of the nutrition is in food, especially in animal fats. Get those books, Sally Fallon and Tom Cowan, and go on an adventure with regard to your health. Bye.